Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, Healing the Planet from Within. I'm really glad you're here with me today because I have a very powerful message for you to help you in your life, to help you with your thoughts. You know, we sometimes have all these negative, ruminating thoughts that really drag us down, and they make us feel like crap, like we just don't enjoy life at all. And then we complain about the struggles and miseries that we have in our life. But it all stems back to the thoughts that are in your mind. Now, I'm going to tie this in with food. You're going to be mind boggled with this. It's a very, very powerful lesson because I learned it at a monastery in Thailand from my teacher. She was the Bhikkhuni who has been at the monastery for 30 years teaching meditation, and she's absolutely amazing with the lessons she gives. So you can imagine me, I'm trying to develop my meditation practice. I'm not perfect, I'm still learning. And I think I always will be learning, which I absolutely love that learning phase. There's so much to learn in everything, right? Lifelong learner, this key phrase. So that's besides the point. I was at this monastery for 40 days. And we are encouraged to meditate for 12 hours a day minimum, ideally 16 hours a day. 12 hours is like 6 hours walking meditation and then 6 hours sitting meditation. That's a lot of meditation. And I got overwhelmed, to be honest. It was overwhelming and very challenging. It was, it was very difficult. I don't know how to describe this. It's unlike anything I've ever done before, but I had to persevere through it. And I gained so much from that perseverance, from going through it. But my teacher, my dear teacher, helped me immensely. And I said to her one day when I was overwhelmed, what do I do with all these thoughts? Like they just keep going in my mind. I'm trying to sit peacefully and meditate, and I just keep going on in my mind. I don't know what to do with these. You know what? She said 4 words that made this light bulb moment. And suddenly I knew how to handle the thoughts. So I'm going to give you these 4 words right now, and then we're going to talk about it and see if it makes that same mindset shift in you. Yeah, shall we experiment with this? She said, thoughts are like food. Thoughts are like food. And I paused, and suddenly, oh, wow. No way. Yeah. Look, I was doing all this. Like, huh? Like, I love those light bulb moments in myself and in other people. Thoughts are like food. Okay, so after I was done the 40 days, I thought, how do I give this message to my dear subscribers on YouTube? How do I explain this? So I started reflecting on it. Thoughts are like food. And I realized the concept can come from 2 different perspectives. So I want to share with you these 2 different perspectives in hoping that it helps you understand your thoughts and what's happening and what to do with them, right? Okay, so first of all, the first perspective is the type of food we eat, healthy food, is good for our body. Yes, you agree. That's well known around the world. Healthy thoughts are good for us and also good for our body. Absolutely, right? Oh, the click happens. Whew. Yeah, right? The quality of food, the healthy food, the positive thoughts, good for our body. In contrast, a lot of junky food, although this is not that junky, but it's my version of junky. The junky food, the negative thoughts are not good for our body. We eat a lot of McDonald's, we have a lot of KFC, or if we have a lot of donuts, deep fried donuts or fish and chips, a lot of junky food is not good for our body. It's the same with negative thoughts, right? The more negative thoughts you have, the the worse you feel. You just really bleh. Like it's just negative thoughts, unhealthy food. Oh, click. Whoa. Okay, that's one perspective. The second perspective that we can gain from this valuable lesson from the Bhikkhuni, the monastery in Thailand, the second one was how many, not the quality, but how many, the quantity. If we have a lot of thoughts in our mind, it actually drains our energy. We feel tired because we're constantly going, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, stress, well-being, okay, I'm gonna put this thing, I got a list of things to do, I got a plan for the future. It's overwhelming, it's exhausting, right? It's the same with food. You overeat, it's not good for you either. It's also exhausting if you overeat. It really makes you feel sluggish, lethargic, blah. So the quantity. So if you're going to eat like a huge plate full of food, it's not good for you. If you have huge amounts of thoughts, it's not good for you, right? So the quantity, how many thoughts, how much food we eat. Now, yes, I know what you're thinking right now. I can read your mind. I've got that skill. Psychic here. Woo! So I know what you're thinking. How do we control the amount of thoughts we have? We can control it, right? Yeah, we can actually. Wow, I had that experience in the monastery. And you know what I found? Like when I went, like we have to stay in the monastery for 40 days, but you can get permission to go out of the monastery. I had to go research something about visas. So I got permission to go out of the monastery. It was in the outside world, in the mundane world, busy shopping, blah, blah. Not that I shopped, but you have to catch a grab to go to the visa office, and the world is busy. I came back to the monastery and my thoughts were going, blah, 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 blah. I was like, so many more thoughts. But I was sitting quietly in the monastery in this peaceful environment. It was a bit of a busy monastery, but the practice made the thoughts slow down. And when my thoughts were slow, there were less thoughts in my head. I had more energy. I didn't need to sleep as much. And that fascinated me to no end because I always thought that I needed like 8 to 10 hours of sleep, like 10 ideally. This is what I used to think before going to the monastery. And then at the monastery with less thoughts, I was able to function quite well. For me, it was a 5-hour mark. The 4 hours was a bit much for me. I hope to train for that eventually, but between 5 and 6 hours of sleep every night I went because my mind was not so busy. So thoughts are like food. Powerful message, isn't it? And I hope it really clicks for you. You can choose the quality of thoughts you have and the quantity of thoughts you have, just like you can make a conscious choice about what food you have. Wow, right? So I hope this made this mindset shift for you. So you go, Now, the next stage was that you should feel hungry. Funny use of the word. You should feel motivated, so craving how to work with the thoughts. And this is where you need to start binge watching my entire YouTube channel, the whole thing, binge watch, especially the most recent videos, binge watch my entire YouTube channel with a notebook and pen handy and consider it your personal development program for better living. It's completely free. And I'm sharing with you all the knowledge I have, personal development and spiritual development. Now, to be honest, I haven't gone deep into mysticism and spirituality on my YouTube channel. That's what my Patreon page is for, which then leads to my Discord chit chat. So if you want to go a little bit deeper and you're really craving that depth, like, that sacred occult knowledge, go over there to Patreon and Discord, and then we can take it to another level. But here on YouTube, I'm sharing with you the mindset shifts that you need to start that hungry craving for the, all right, now I know I need to work with my thoughts and have good quality thoughts and the right quantity of thoughts, right? And to crave the wanting, the needing that knowledge and the practice, because then it'll start to click into place. Now, I'm going to record a few videos and have recorded a few videos that will give you these tools and techniques, these practices. In fact, on my Patreon page, I'm going to say it, Patreon again, if you become a Patreon supporter, you have access to my entire integrated healing program on there. That's a lot of lessons to go through, and people get overwhelmed with it because they just think, oh my God, I have to do it all. It's like, you one step at a time, or whatever you're drawn to, just feel with your heart. Thoughts are like food, people. Choose the quantity and quality of thoughts to improve your life. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please comment below and hit subscribe, because I love hearing from my subscribers. I love hearing from you. I love the interaction, because otherwise it's just me recording videos, and that's kind of boring. Okay, many blessings for your journey. Thanks for watching my video. I really appreciate your time and dedication to improving your life and raising your energetic vibration. Look, I have a small request that you just hit subscribe there, and join my YouTube channel and my community of people who are working to raise their energy vibration. And of course, you've been invited to binge watch my entire YouTube channel with a notebook and pen handy, and consider it your personal development program for better living. You can apply the tools and techniques in your own life to improve your life, and I'm pretty dedicated to giving you all the knowledge you'll need to make that happen. So yes, please hit subscribe and the notification button so you see when a new video is being released. Thank you so much, and I look forward to connecting with you, hopefully in person one day, right? Yeah. Many blessings for your journey.